Hello everyone, it's Bookworm Jessica, and today we will be talking about the book New Moon. That's right, I'm actually late with the Twilight series, and I have not finished it. I have not read Eclipse, and I have not read Breaking Dawn, but I will, and I promise you I will do a review. I mean, I don't feel it's necessary to do the Twilight review because the first book became a movie and everybody saw it or has read the book, so there's no need to discuss, what that is. Everybody knows, and I'm sure you're aware too. So, as you guys have heard, sometime this year they're coming out with a New Moon movie. It was written by Stephenie Meyer, as you all know, and she wrote this, and she was going to write a 5th book, but it was leaked on the internet, and she stopped writing it because she didn't like the fact that someone leaked her book. So she's going to stop writing it for now, and those of you who leaked it, you're going to have to wait for her 5th book. So anyway, in this book, Edward leaves. He leaves. That's right, he leaves. And he leaves Forks. He leaves Forks, okay? And he leaves because, I don't know, he feels like he's going to be exposed to humans, and he doesn't want to be exposed. So he leaves to Volturi, where the vampires are, and people of that species goes there, and Bella becomes really depressed. She basically can't function without this guy. She tries to move on, and she tries flirting with Jacob, and she even considers dating him, but then again she thinks of him just as a friend, and she just comes to the conclusion that it's not going to work with her and him. She can only be with Edward, which is, I find, just totally retarded, but whatever. This is your book review. If you like the whole depression thing, I don't like depression, so it's kind of very hard for me to read a book where somebody is depressed and they're trying to kill themselves the whole entire book, because yes, she does drown. She does almost drown once. She almost dies because she drowned. She jumps off a cliff into the water and almost drowns. And she drives a motorcycle, or those little ATV things or whatever, those things that, she drives that, and she almost crashes. She does fall off of it and probably got a few scrapes, I forget. But a couple of times she was doing that because she could hear Edward's voice in her head, her conscience, but really, he's like a vampire, and he can probably communicate in her head or something, and she wants to hear the sound of his voice, so she's purposely doing crazy shit so she can hear him in her head, which is very demented, and she gets yelled at by her dad and by Jacob, and a lot of people ask her, why are you doing all of this stuff? Are you trying to kill yourself? And she's like, no, I'm just trying to be a daredevil or something. She tries to make up an excuse, and her dad becomes very concerned, and he's trying to, make up some plan to go to Volturi, and they fly on a plane to get there, and then once they get there, they are trying to stop Edward from making the Volturi mad, and so he won't kill himself, because I think that's what he's trying to do. I think he's trying to be killed, and they're stopping him, and basically the whole entire book is depression, and then at the very end, then when she sees Edward again, things start to get back to normal, if you see what I'm saying, the pattern of this book. And really, what is going on is that she is fighting for him like he fought for her in the first book. So, I'm not going to tell you the ending. I have read the book, and it is, I would give it a 3-star book. Maybe, depending on if you really like Twilight. This is probably a 2-star book, not really something I would really highly recommend. Something you should read, though, because it's very informational. It gives you a lot of information in the series. If you want to, don't skip the 2nd book, though. I mean, you're not going to really enjoy it, but at the same time, it's going to inform you on a lot of things you should know, because in the 3rd and 4th book, you might not understand it if you didn't read the 2nd book. So definitely read New Moon, you guys, if you're going to read Twilight. If you already haven't read it, go ahead and read it. And request books, you can send me a message and tell me if you want me to read a book and do a review for you, or if you want me to find a specific genre of book. If you like mysteries, if you like funny books, if you like romance, whatever, tell me, and if that's really what you want to hear, I'll make a video for you. You guys, I'll be pleased to do that. So, this book is, oh yeah, you guys want to know how many pages this is? Well, this is quite a heavy book, and like I said, they have a sneak peek of the third book. Okay, it's 563 pages, and they have like the first 20 pages of Eclipse in here. So, you guys, go ahead, see? It's humongous, and watch, the books only get bigger from here on. They only get bigger, so you guys are going to have to sit down and either read these straight for like 2 days, or you can do what I did and read it for a whole month. Read like a short half a chapter every day, or read like a little bit each day, because I really am lazy, and this book is like not something I was interested in, so